Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Fake gurus versus real gurus is the topic of today's discussion. This topic is personally important to me because I suffered a fake guru and it was gonna cost me my willingness to continue the path of God and to seek Him. And I also had the honor to be blessed by a real guru, an authentic guru, so I can tell the two apart. And I wish that by the end of this talk, all of us will be able to do so, no matter what our background is or what our goal is, because these people may call themselves mentors, life coaches, teachers, ustads, whatever they call themselves, it doesn't matter. They are either serving Satan or serving God. Today I was watching a documentary about this multi-millionaire motivational speaker who was a superstar, and these innocent people would put all their trust and all their money in his pocket, hoping that he would teach them some transformative knowledge that could change their life. And I could tell he was a fake guru all the way, sitting home watching him after 5 minutes into the show. And it made me feel terrible that these people are using these innocent people with all kinds of problems to feed their ego and to feed their pockets. So the number one difference to me is that the fake gurus offer you quick fixes, or they offer you a quick rush of good feeling for 5 minutes while their show goes on, or while the session, their teachings go on. They keep bombarding you with these shallow sentences. They don't allow you to think. They keep telling you, oh, you're the chosen one, you're great, you're talented, you're beautiful, you're amazing, we all love you, don't we? And this crowd gets up and cheers for that person because they are good psychologists. They know what we are craving to hear, and they also know our common weaknesses. Most people have been through some sort of trauma in life, some sort of heartbreak. Their parents could have done better when they were kids, and they use this common background of people to reach deep inside where it hurts and just twist that dagger and say, look, if you have an eating disorder, it's because your mom didn't give you enough love. Or if now you cannot trust anybody, it's because that boyfriend of yours broke your heart. And for that 5 minutes, you think they got it, and you think that, oh my God, I'm empowered by this crowd cheering for me, or by these people knowing what he's talking about, giving me a good feeling, only to go home and realize that what happened, all of that, when the cameras are gone and when the light and the people are gone, I'm back to square one with the same set of problems, with the same sort of weaknesses. And it is devastating, because usually you turn to these people as a last resort, and when that is proved to be fake, you lose everything, and you can even commit suicide in some cases. The real life gurus do not do that. They show a true version of yourself to you, and they also show where you could be if you worked on your problems and your flaws. So they show a perfect image of you to you, and also a very true image of yourself, focusing on both the good parts and the bad parts. They do not exaggerate either way. And they keep reminding you that this takes time. It's not easy. You're going to struggle, you're going to fail, you're going to have setbacks, but eventually, step by step, gradually, you will transform. So that transformation to them is a process that happens over time, not just a 5 minutes bomb of energy. Number two is that they do not make this whole journey about them, and they do not make it about you either. It is all about God. God is the common denominator. He is the focus of our attention. So they do not stand before you to block God. They do not want you to worship them, to praise them, or to turn them into an idol. They stand next to you, they hold your hand, and they say, look, I've been through this journey. I know the path. I know its dangers. I know its beauties, and I want to share that with you. And they are very modestly quiet in the side. They never boast about themselves. They never brag about their powers or who they are. They are not afraid to praise people higher than them, to quote them, to respect them. Whereas the fake gurus make it all about themselves. They enjoy the fame, they enjoy the money and the reputation, and they usually claim that they have come up with something unique in the history that nobody else knows. Everybody else is dumb. Come to me, trust me, it's all about me. The word I is the key word they use so much. And real gurus do not ask for anything in return, just like the prophets in our holy books, that they did all they could and they gave the people all they had, but they asked or did not expect anything in return. They didn't ask for gifts, they didn't ask for a salary, they didn't ask even to be praised or to be seen by anyone. They pointed to God and made sure people do not stare at this finger, stare at where I'm pointing to. So there is a huge difference in that. My own real guru used to travel to us from a different city 5 hours away, talk to us all day and all night, and he never ever would get or accept anything in return. Whereas you see these fake ones, they charge people money in forms of fees, donations, and they're not afraid to do so. Real gurus do not focus on metaphysical, supernatural, miraculous actions. They do not say, look, let me give you this energy so that you can start flying, or I can read your mind, or let's walk on water, walk on fire. They make fun of that. Even if they possess those powers, they hide it from people, and they usually get annoyed by it. They think it's a burden, it's a veil. They shouldn't stop at that. They should keep moving on, because the path of God is about much more. This is nothing. They say if you can fly, so can a fly and a mosquito. So you're nothing higher than them. You have reduced yourself to their level. Whereas the fake gurus, that is their technique of marketing people, and they make themselves look very mysterious. They look mysterious. They have long beards, crazy outfits that other people don't have, to stand out. They want to take notice. The real gurus, even their appearance looks completely normal, ordinary from the outside. Nothing stands out about them. They do not want to stand out because it's not about them. So that is another thing. Also, the life of real gurus back what they're saying up. They practice what they preach. You cannot find a huge gap between their words and their actions. If they encourage you to live a modest, pious life, you don't see them driving Rolls Royces and having a Rolex collection. No matter how they justify it, saying, oh, we are not attached to this, we are in a level higher than that, these mean nothing to us, it does not matter. The words have to correspond and to be according to the descriptions of the Quran or other holy books. They cannot change the word of God and say something that is haram. They cannot make it halal to you. Something that God said is permissible or prohibited, they cannot say, oh, it's the other way around. They do not make you feel like the chosen, enlightened, select few who is now have the power or have the duty to go and wake the world up without even doing anything, without having worked on anything. You are still the same person. They just give you an illusion that God has chosen you, that you already have something, that you're already good enough. And you know you're not, but when they keep repeating it and repeating it, they give you this feeling that our ego cannot wait to hear, that you're the chosen one, I pass the torch to you, go and enlighten the world, wake the world up. The real gurus tell you that it is a blessing that you get to hear the word of God, and after you have put that in practice and you have transformed yourself to a more pure version of yourself, you should go and help other people. So that is the difference, and they say this is a responsibility. It's nothing to be proud of. You have to be even scared if you don't carry it out well. So when you see the followers of a fake guru and the followers of a real guru, you can tell that those people are all on the surface. They're all doing things to make them feel good for 5 minutes. They have these crazy meditations. They dance in a crazy manner. They dressed in a crazy fashion. But deep inside, when you talk to them, they do not offer anything other than these repeated cliches that they have memorized, not lived by. Where the followers of a true guru, and I don't claim that I am that, but they are just more humble, they have more wisdom, and they are more compassionate about others, and they look and talk and dress normally. Their life is a balance between family life, between wealth, and they enjoy life's blessings in moderation. They dress modestly, they look modestly, and they talk modestly. You see the difference between the people who have worked really hard. They have gone through hell and back to even get rid of one bad habit. Whereas on the other hand, you see these people who have really not done anything other than some crazy actions in ecstasy, and they claim that they have got it. So on the one hand, you have this thorough, long-lasting transformation, whereas with the fake gurus, you just see that these people who already were feeling empty come to these gurus with a hungry stomach, and they are filled with anything they crave to hear, they crave to eat, they crave to see. And they offer that to them. It's a show business, it's an entertainment. They are entertained. I cannot tell you how many times with my guru we were even bored. He did not tell us what we wanted to hear. Maybe he gave us the last thing we wanted to hear. He did not have music on or candles on or encouraged us to meditate with him. He really scientifically and he engineered God to us, logically talked, encouraged questions, encouraged thinking, whereas the fake gurus, they discourage you to think. They say if you're thinking, it means your ego is alive. You have not surrendered yet fully to the will of God or whatever. That's because they don't have answers to offer you. God encourages you to ask questions, and it is your right to question everything about them, about God, about yourself, about what they're teaching you. And what they're teaching you, if you apply it in practice, it has to bring you peace and harmony, and a step forward, not a step backward. So it is a difference between a deep transformation and just a feeling on the surface, just a bubble that would burst the next time you come home and face the realities of life. I hope you found this information useful. May we all be on the path of God and never go astray. Thank you very much for watching.